You know the pattern. They come in charming, intense, pull you in fast. Then the red flags start flashing, but by then it's hard to walk away. Toxic people aren't always obvious. They can be magnetic, funny, seemingly thoughtful, but underneath they create chaos, guilt, confusion, self-doubt. And here's the part that hurts. If you keep attracting toxic people, it's not about them anymore. It's about what you allow. This video isn't about blaming you. It's about freeing you. We're going to break down 9 powerful ways to deal with toxic people, and more importantly, how to stop falling for them again. Every tactic is grounded in psychology, emotional intelligence, and personal power. Let's start with the first truth. 1. Recognize the pattern. You can't fix what you don't name. Toxic people thrive in patterns: love bombing, gaslighting, guilt tripping, playing the victim, pulling you in, and pushing you away. Psychologists call this the idealize, devalue, discard cycle. It's emotional manipulation disguised as connection. The first step is awareness. Start tracking the signs. Do they make you feel unsure of yourself often? Do you feel exhausted after spending time with them? Do their words contradict their behavior? If yes, you're not crazy. You're being conditioned. Awareness breaks the cycle. Silence enables it. 2. Trust their energy, not their words. Toxic people are expert talkers. They know how to say what you want to hear, but their energy will always tell the truth. Here's what to watch for. You feel anxious around them even when they're being nice. You feel guilt-tripped, manipulated, or subtly controlled. They say one thing, but your body doesn't believe it. Your nervous system is picking up emotional dissonance. Trust that. If someone's energy feels unsafe, even when their words are sweet, believe the energy. It never lies. 3. Set boundaries without explaining. Toxic people thrive on blurred boundaries. They test your number. They argue with your limits. They twist your standards into selfishness. Here's the fix. Set boundaries. Do not explain. Explanations invite debate. Silence after a clear boundary communicates self-respect. You don't need to justify why you didn't respond, why you're pulling away, why you're not available. A clear, "that doesn't work for me," a quiet exit, a lack of reaction, that's power. Boundaries are not about controlling others. They're about controlling access to you. 4. Learn the gray rock method. Toxic people feed off reaction. They want attention, drama, emotion. Positive or negative, they don't care. That's where the gray rock method comes in. Psychologists use it to help people safely disengage from manipulative personalities, especially narcissists. Here's how it works. Be emotionally flat. Respond in short, boring statements. Show no visible reaction, no excitement, no anger. Example, them. You're acting weird today. You. Maybe. Them. Why didn't you respond last night? You. I was busy. They lose interest when they can't get a rise out of you. Gray rock equals emotional self-defense. It drains their fuel without escalating conflict. 5. Don't argue with delusion. Toxic people often distort reality, shifting blame, rewriting history, weaponizing your words. This is called gaslighting, and the more you defend yourself, the deeper you fall into it. The fix? Stop arguing with delusion. Don't try to prove what happened. Don't beg to be understood. Don't explain yourself to someone who twists truth for control. Here's your line. I don't see it that way, and I'm not debating it. You are not obligated to stay in conversations that exist to confuse you. Let them be right. You choose peace, not proof. 6. Create emotional distance. Not every toxic person can be cut off immediately, but you can start pulling your energy back. This is called emotional detachment. It means No longer reacting to their behavior, no longer needing their validation, no longer taking their chaos personally. You stop showing up emotionally. You stop feeding the loop. You still interact, but you're no longer invested. And they feel it. Because once you go emotionally quiet, the power shifts. You don't need a fight to leave the room. Just silence. Just distance. Just stillness. 7. Stop explaining yourself to be loved. Toxic people often make you feel like you have to earn love by justifying yourself. You explain why you're hurt. You explain why you're setting boundaries. You explain your needs, and they still don't care. This isn't love. It's control. Healthy love doesn't require constant explanation. It respects your emotions, even when it doesn't agree. The moment you stop needing someone to agree with your truth, you reclaim it. Repeat this to yourself. If I have to explain my worth, it's not worth my energy. 8. Heal the wound that attracts them. Here's the hardest truth. You attract what feels familiar, not what's healthy. If you grew up with emotional neglect, inconsistency, or conditional love, you may confuse intensity for connection, chaos for passion, control for care. To stop falling for toxic people, you have to heal the part of you that accepts them. This is called attachment rewiring. It means learning to sit with boredom without needing drama. Choose respect over chemistry. Say no without guilt. Be alone without chasing validation. Toxic people stop being attractive once you heal the version of you that needed them. 9. Cut access, not just contact. It's not enough to block them. You have to cut access to your emotions, your time, your identity. Here's what that means. Period. Don't stalk their pages. Don't vent to people who will tell them, don't feed the story in your head. Don't try to be the bigger person by staying in their orbit. Closure doesn't come from a conversation. It comes from a decision. Protect your energy like it's sacred, because it is. Distance is a form of self-respect, and peace is the loudest revenge. You don't heal by winning over toxic people. You heal by no longer needing to. Toxic people aren't always loud. They aren't always cruel. But the way they make you feel, confused, drained, less like yourself, that's the sign. Use these 9 tools not just to manage toxic people, but to protect your peace from them. This isn't about becoming cold. It's about becoming clear. You're not hard to love. You were just surrounded by people who didn't know how to. If this helped you, subscribe to Next Me Project for more grounded content on emotional intelligence, healing, and building self-respect that speaks for itself.